Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the 5-day referral challenge. I love seeing new faces. If you could all please be on camera, this definitely is a on-camera event because this is about relationship building. So I'll give you all a moment to join me here, please. Arba, welcome.
Thank you. I had just took a client call, so
All good.
otherwise I knew to be on camera.
Yes. Awesome. Welcome, Kat. Welcome, Leo. Welcome, Jacqueline. Awesome. Great to see you here. Thank you, everyone, for being on time. Yep. Oh, good. There we go. Welcome, Donna. Good. And Angela, if Yulia, if you could please be on camera, would definitely appreciate that. So thank you so much for being here. I love having so many new people in front of me. Normally, I'm used to our selling on the spot member base being the most in front of me. And we've been journeying and building everybody's business for a couple of years. And then, of course, we invite new people to join us. So I'm thrilled to be meeting some of you, I believe, for the very first time. So with that, I am going to jump straight into this because this is a very detailed 5-day challenge for the sake of teaching you as much as we can, but in enough time to have the questions answered and, of course, for you to work on what you are learning here so that we're journeying from day 1 to day 5 and learning, like I said, how to use the Chrome extension. So before I really jump into this, has everybody installed the Chrome extension? Or if easier, has anyone not installed it? Because we definitely need to. And then, of course, it is a Chrome extension, so you need to have Chrome open on your computer, and there'll be lots of times where I'll be sharing my screen first before you need to go to yours. Okay. Also, please have your full name on the screen here so everybody can get to know each other. So please rename yourself here on Zoom. And I do suggest that you're on a gallery view so you can see each other and have the chat open. We're definitely using the chat today to capture some information because, again, this is day 1 and we're going on a journey across the day 5. So we need some starting information today, and then we'll go from there. So one more time, if everyone could please be on camera, we would definitely appreciate that for the sake of relationship building. Because this is about giving and getting warm referrals. We're not going to give a warm referral to a complete stranger. So please know that that's why I do ask that you are on camera. This is a challenge. This is not solely a workshop where you just listen and take notes and hopefully implement, as I say, right? All right. Welcome, Stacey Ann. Great to have you here. Okay, so with that, what I'm going to ask you next is, and there's no wrong answers. Okay, so there's no wrong answers. Just know that the Chrome extension also works on LinkedIn. So does everybody, of course, have a LinkedIn profile? Need to clarify that. You don't have to have a personal page and a business page. Some of you might have both. I do have both, but as long as you have at least one, and I'll just peek at what's happening in the chat here. Oh no, Santu. Okay, I hope you feel better soon. But glad you're here listening in. Okay, and just as a side note, to make it really, really clear, this is not LinkedIn training. This is training of our Chrome extension called the Global Nexus, which works with the contacts that you have in LinkedIn. Okay, just to be really clear. So if you have a LinkedIn question, hopefully I can answer it, but I'm not a LinkedIn expert and this isn't LinkedIn training. Okay, just to be clear there. Also, when I kind of fully open up this event with a bit more formality, then I'll explain more about the Chrome extension. But please also know I'm not a computer engineer. Again, to the degree that I can answer your questions, I will, but I'm not the engineer that designed this. And I say that because I promise you somebody's going to ask me a tech question way over my head in the 5 days, and I'll do my best to get the answer for you, but I am not an engineer myself. Okay. So side note, again, as this is working on LinkedIn, please write yourself a note if you have not updated your profile in a while on LinkedIn. If you, yeah, I saw a smile there from a few of you. If you want to update your bio, that sort of thing, this would be a good time to do it, to set aside some time this week, because what we're going to be doing here is looking at who already are your contacts in LinkedIn, who can we get and give warm referrals to and from. So being as active as you can, especially, and again, no problem if you're not active now on LinkedIn, just strongly suggesting that you start improving it and start working on it. Okay, so it's a good time to set that into your schedule as well. Okay, with that, I'm going to grab my LinkedIn contact page right now and put it into the chat. And if you and I are not yet connected on LinkedIn, and there's several of you here that I may not be, then please click on it right now and then click on connect so that we can become first degree connections on LinkedIn, because that is definitely required in this program. Okay, we need to be connected to each other as a first degree connection. Now, know that this is interactive. If you already have a question, like if you don't know how to add a connection in LinkedIn, then unmute, please ask me. I need to know that we're all on the same page here. Yes, Elise, I know we're connected. Great, thank you. And again, if you could be on camera, I would appreciate that. All right, connection is pending. Perfect. Thank you, Stacey Ann. That just means I need to now approve it. All right, so yes, send me the connections, please, and I will approve them in real time. And just know that everything is a little bit slower when we're on Zoom together. Donna Davis, good. All right. I have a few of you there. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so keep sending me the connections and I will approve them today for sure. So with that, then just a quick question. Who uses, oh, Jacqueline, go ahead. You have a question?
Yeah, I don't know where to click to connect.
Oh, I put it in the chat. So
In the
yeah,
chat.
so everybody please have the chat open to the right of your screen. I always suggest having us on gallery view for the sake of relationship building. Please have the chat open at all times because we're all going to be putting things into the chat today. And I had put it into the chat. I'll put it again in case you entered after I put it in there. So there, my LinkedIn connection is right now in the chat. If I am not connected with each of you already as a first degree connection on LinkedIn, please click on that and I will approve them. Okay, everybody good there? Okay. Want to make sure we had time for questions if you needed it. All right. So please know that, again, this is a 5-day journey to get you learning an awful lot and implementing it, because just watching me do it doesn't mean it's going to be locked in as learning for you. So guess what? That means I assign homework. Plus, for the sake of advancing from day 1 to day 5, it makes sense to do the task. Know that the homework, some of you might, if you're quick, even complete it within the hour each day. Most things are kind of like 10 minutes, so don't stress. It's not necessarily going to take you a half hour or an hour each day, but of course, putting time aside to make sure you complete things, to make sure you lock in the learning. And for some of you, if you want to watch the recording to hear it again, we will send out the recording each night after the lesson. So know that you'll be getting that and watch for that in email. And if you choose to watch the recording, please do so. Santu, do you have a question?
Yes, I do. If one has a similar product from another membership, can I still use this one separately
Of course.
from the other one?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Meaning you have another version of the My Most Trusted Chrome extension?
Yes, correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else in that situation? Are you familiar with the parent company, My Most Trusted? Or is this all brand new otherwise? Yeah. Okay. New for most of you? Okay. No problem. So yes, absolutely. You know what? I'm going to go straight into my opener and that will help explain this to all of you a little bit better. All right, so you should be seeing my screen coming up here. A little bit of a delay for us today. So again, welcome to the 5-day referral challenge. We're going to help you tap into your trusted network. So this is why I was asking about your LinkedIn connections. Tap into your trusted network and focus on growth, referrals, and partnerships. So I have white labeled my most trusted Chrome extension that Santu just asked about. So my company called Selling on the Spot has white labeled, and our version of the Chrome extension is called the Global Nexus. So you are going to hear me talking about the Global Nexus more than anything. So please know that, of course, this is a 5-day challenge, 1 hour per day. So please attend all 5 days for your best experience. Of course, again, you'll receive the recordings and to take the time to watch the recordings to either lock it in or if you miss a day so that you can stay on track. So for relationship building and business building, please be on camera. We certainly appreciate that. And please mute out background noise if you have any at this time. Okay, so with that, whoop, come on screen. There we go. So my name is Jane Warr. I know that some of you are brand new to me, so I'm really excited that you are here. I've branded myself years ago as Trainer Jane, and I'm most known for my company called Selling on the Spot, in which our event called Selling on the Spot Marketplace, where you get to come and sell your products, your services, your programs, is what we are most known for. I am the CEO and founder of Selling on the Spot. I'm a 5-time international best-selling stage speaker and author, as well as communications and sales trainer. And the Selling on the Spot brand, for those of you that are not yet familiar with us, I'm so excited that you're here, know that the 5-day referral challenge is just one tiny piece of what we do. The Selling on the Spot Corporation runs kind of like a chamber of commerce. We're here to help you all, whether you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, a sales professional, whatever title works for you, know that we are here to help you grow your business from whatever stage you're in currently. So we have our marketplace events, our master classes, the whole marketing division, mastery training, media training, our academy, a systems division, money division, mindset division, resources, and more. That's a lot to take in if you're brand new, but please know that sellingonthespotmarketplace.com, which has been in your emails, is our website. And of course, you're going to learn more throughout the week with me here. So a quick shout out to our corporate level sponsors. They have sponsored us for the year. Sue Coleman, Networking Mastery Coach, Wander the 7, Build and Run a Thriving Location Independent Business, Romana Rocks Writing Training, and Impact System Marketing. So what we're going to cover today, or the course of this week actually, is what is the Selling on the Spot Global Nexus, our Chrome extension or our app, and why you want to learn how to use it. You're going to be learning how to add trusted connections, how to introduce people and ask for introductions, how to give and get golden recommendations, how to move up the trustometer. And again, you're not necessarily familiar with all of this, but again, this is what we're doing for the next 5 days. How to use the advanced search, personality tests, and the ChatGPT feature. How to set up your Match Me feature to get perfect matches. That's, of course, the referral portion. How to promote your events, send email with the Global Nexus, and see others' connections while at any Zoom or other online event. If you've never experienced that, that's a whole other level. That's something that was added to this Chrome extension a few months ago, a phenomenal feature. And of course, I'm going to share why you will want to use this every single day to grow your business, especially if you're full-time working on your business. So today being day 1, we're going to be covering what is the Selling on the Spot Global Nexus, why you want to learn it, and how to add trusted connections. Okay. All right. So with that big overview, My Most Trusted is a company that started a few years ago. By show of hands again, I think there's only a few of you that have heard of My Most Trusted. Scott Cundell is the face of the company. He is one of the co-founders. I thought it is such a brilliant app. Again, working with LinkedIn. So working with the connections you already have in LinkedIn, plus the ones you want to be adding. And so much so that I partnered him and white labeled it, meaning I have the identical version of the parent companies under my brand, Selling on the Spot. Okay. The benefit to you is that I have chosen to run these 5-day referral challenges because what we realized is people were installing it and had no idea what to do with it. or they didn't Google, or they didn't look into what to do with it on their own. And I said, I'm going to create a 5-day referral challenge. It was so popular that we now run it at least once a month. So please know that you can come through this more than once. Many of our people have, for a couple of reasons. Either it's a refresher, because it is a lot to take in the first time you go through this, but it's also new people to meet each time as well. And of course, that's where the referral building comes from, right? Building more of your own connections and relationships. But also the company keeps adding new features. They actually launched the mobile version of the app for us this weekend. It is so hot off the presses that I haven't played with it yet, but I will within the course of this week so that I can show you that as well. So just know that this entire time we have not had it on our phones, but we do now. Okay, but we're just not going to try and cover that today. So for those of you that love your cell phones, just know that we have that available now too. So the Chrome extension, the whole purpose of it, the reason Scott Cundall created it was because, especially for those of you that are familiar, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're an email, whether you're on LinkedIn, there's all sorts of spam that you receive, right? There's all sorts of bots. There's all sorts of computers using AI and sending you messages, and it's not even necessarily sent by the human, or the human didn't customize that message just for you. Fair? You guys with me on that? And on LinkedIn, you get all sorts of messages. Clearly, they don't know you, right? Arba's giving me a big, big nod on that one, right? Sorry, am I pronouncing your name correctly, Arba? Yeah, okay, awesome. And so the purpose of this is that it's all humans, right? All of us here. That's why I asked ideally to be on camera, for us to connect, to see that we are real people. We're not a computer. We're not just programming something to go out en masse. Okay, these are real humans using LinkedIn, using this Chrome extension, getting to know each other so that we can ask for referrals. We can give referrals once we've gotten to know each other better and understand who we are and what we do. Okay, fair? That's the whole purpose of this, is human-to-human relationship building. And again, I'm the founder of Selling on the Spot, where at our events and at our training company, we care about selling ethically, efficiently, and effectively. Okay, that is our tagline. But just know I called it Selling on the Spot because I wanted you all comfortable with the word selling, right? We're all salespeople. Whether you own it, whether you like the word sales or selling or think you're good or great or bad or horrible at it, we're all in sales. But please know that absolutely it is paramount at my company as well, Selling on the Spot, that we are relationship building at all times. And that again is why this Chrome extension is so fantastic. Okay, it's all about human-to-human relationships. Okay, so over the course of this week, there's going to be different steps that we take: step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5 to progress over the time. And again, it's always about the individual that we're going to be focusing on. So what I'm going to do is share my screen right now. And again, please have the chat open. So if you have any questions of me, then certainly put them in there. And when I'm not sharing my screen, I will come back and look for the questions. So, okay, if you are brand new to the Chrome extension, which I think most of you are, and you should be able to see my screen now. Just loading, and it's loading a little slowly because we're on Zoom. If you see here to the right, top right corner, this is the Chrome extension. In case this is so brand new that you haven't seen it yet, where my logo, the Selling on the Spot is here, and then the Selling on the Spot Marketplace is here in red with this referral request message. This is the Chrome extension that you installed. You can click on it and open it and close it. And that is the easiest way, just to know it's there and it's off to the side, so that if and when you're using LinkedIn, it's just put aside. Okay. But know that if you want to move it around up and down, whoops, you just need to, okay, now it's not doing it for me. There we go. You can move it around if it's in the way, blocking something, so it's not just stuck there. But know that, again, I'm going to go over some of this navigating the dashboard today because there is loads to cover. So as you saw, when I opened it, I came to our dashboard, okay? And yours may look different than mine. I am on what's considered the premium level, which means I have every paid for feature. There is an upgraded version. I definitely have that one. Though if you're here for your very first time or you're new with us, you will have the basic or a core version. And if you're not on the dashboard already, just know that, of course, clicking on the little house icon here would bring you to the dashboard at any time. Okay, Arba, I see you've raised your hand. Do you have a question of me?
Yeah. So since I paid for membership, will mine be automatically upgraded?
You should have it already.
It's not.
Okay, so I will definitely look into that. Thank you for letting me know. You should have the premium. Okay, if anyone else has that same question, please let me know. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so on the dashboard, again, I'm not going to try and teach absolutely everything in the next 40 minutes we have left together. Just know that there are loads of icons, and every time that you cover something, it will automatically pop up and give you a message. Know also that you cannot break the system. When in doubt, click on it, see what it does. Okay, and we're going to go over most of it during the course of the week anyways. Okay, so on the dashboard, what I really want to highlight today, first of all, is this top left section. Okay, it's called Trusted Connections. You could see that so far I have added 424 trusted connections into my Chrome extension. I've been using it maybe a year and a half. So that's why I'm already at 424. Some of you, if this is brand new, you're going to be at 0, and that's fine. Our goal is to obviously move you up from that during this week. Okay. Know that second degree connections, meaning who I know, who they know, have 9,848 connections in here in this Chrome extension. And in the whole database that my most trusted has entered so far are 50,294 people. Now, don't worry, you don't need to understand those numbers. Just know that that 50,000 changes every single day. And that is the group in which we're working with. Okay. We're not working with the 8 billion people on the face of the earth, but I think our 50,000 is good. I hope everybody's satisfied with 50,000 as our potential matches for referrals. Okay. Now, if you are a paid member of the marketplace, and Arba, I guess you may not come up if premium for some reason hasn't taken effect yet, but just know if those of you that are a paid member, you would see you cannot see yourself in the member list. You would see everybody else that is a member. The reason I make that clear is because sometimes people will go in and they're like, I don't see myself. Well, why would you need to see your own data? Why would you wouldn't need to click on data to connect with yourself. So just know that you won't see yourself in that list. Okay. Now, next, what we're going to cover here is to the right. This is called the Trust-O-Meter. And again, if you're brand new, no problem. Then you're going to be here in this newbie section, right? Because it's the first time that you're using the Chrome extension. Over the course of the week, I do expect, especially if you're doing your homework, then you're going to move up at least one spot up to the junior networker. And that, of course, is what we would like you to do, is to learn enough and progress enough that you're moving up at least one level. And of course, if you have been with me here before and you've used this Chrome extension before, you might already be at a higher level. And of course, if you use it enough, you would make it all the way to the top, as I have, called Trusted Advocate. Okay, again, you don't have to worry about the wording and knowing what all of this means. I just wanted to do an overview here today. Now you can see under my Trust-O-Meter, it does say premium, which shows that I have the premium version. And again, if you are a paid member with us, you should have the premium version, and we're going to make sure that you have it. And everyone else, you have the core version. It probably says core under yours. And of course, if you choose to upgrade, I am going to give you a great deal because we'd rather you join through us. Please know that the parent company also wants you to join through us. I mean, that's our relationship with them. You get a better deal, you get a better package if you choose to join premium. And of course, I'll show you the difference between the free version, which we're happy to give you, but of course is limited. The premium version has many features that are unlimited. So the more that you want to use it, why have limits, right? So under this Trust-O-Meter, then you're going to see this golden recommendations section, introductions, and trusted connections. So these are the things that we're going to be learning and implementing over the course of this week. You're going to want to be able to give, or you will be giving golden recommendations. You might be receiving them. I'm saying might because you actually need to know the person and truly want to give that high accolade. So we're not just going to give those to strangers. You're going to be making introductions and requesting introductions. And we're going to use this group if we need to kind of practice. Okay, depending on how many LinkedIn connections you each already have. And again, the goal will be to be adding trusted connections. That's going to be today's lesson. Over time, you can see how many of each activity I've done, which is the first number in bold, and how many I needed to go up to the next level. Okay, again, I know that was a lot of information. Don't worry about that so far. Okay, so I'm going to close the Chrome extension to the side as I did just now. And what I'm going to do next is here I'm on my own LinkedIn screen. So again, this is my Jane Warr page. And if I scroll down, again, please watch my screen, especially if you're less familiar with LinkedIn. Under your name and your little bio, contact information, that sort of thing, each of you, and I'll have you navigate to your page in a minute, each of you would have this section or this clickable link that says how many connections you have currently in LinkedIn. If it's under 500, it will tell you the accurate count. If it's over 500, when you click on it and we get to this next screen, you can see that I have 3,068 connections in LinkedIn. Okay, not about right or wrong. This is not a popularity contest. Don't worry what your number is. It's not necessarily great to have 10,000 in there because if you don't know who the heck they are, you just clicked and approved them all over the last years. Not necessarily better. So I'm good with my 3,000 and it grows all the time. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to each do now, go to your own LinkedIn page. And I can show it again if you need me to. Under your name, just like I showed a few lines below it, it said 500 plus connections because I have over 500. Everybody please grab your own number and throw it in the chat just so we know how many you each have. So please click on that 500 plus. And on the next screen, it'll give you an accurate count. Good. Yeah, I just want to have an idea of how many of you are in the hundreds or thousands or where are you at. Okay, again, no wrong numbers, just our starting points. If anyone needs me to show you again how to find that number, would anyone like me to show you again?
Yes, please.
Yep, okay, no problem. All right. There we go. Okay, so when I was on, when I was on my personal page here, just above the open to section or above these clickable links is this 500 plus because I do have over 500 connections. So for each of you to navigate on your page to look for this number, it might be less than 500, it might be over 500. If it's over 500, to get the accurate count is on this next page. And I do ask that you all navigate, regardless of your number, to this next page. Okay, because we're going to be working on that page next. Okay, has everybody put their number in the chat? Okay.
You wanted connections rather than followers, right?
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we could have thousands of followers. Again, that doesn't mean they're human. It doesn't mean you know them or they know you. Right. So yeah, great question. Thank you for that. Okay. I think most of you, at least, if you haven't yet put that number in the chat, please do so. Okay, no problem. I want to make sure I'm watching the chat as well. All right. So next then, what I'm going to ask you to do, actually, sorry, let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay, we're going to hang tight on that screen for a second. Let me jump back to the Chrome extension. What I'm going to ask you each to do is copy and paste. So see how I was just talking about under the Trustometer, the golden recommendations and those 5 different parts. Please copy and paste what your numbers are here. Okay, so when you open up the Chrome extension and you're on the dashboard under the Trustometer, these 5 numbers here, please copy them and paste them into the chat. Again, no wrong numbers. A lot of you are brand new. A lot of you are going to have a whole lot of zeros, and that's fine. Okay, because that way we're going to, again, be able to journey together and see how far we can help you move up the Trustometer. And you can each see, so Elisa, that's how I pronounce your name, right? Lisa? Yep, perfect, thank you. I see yours. So for example, yes, you're new to it. So you have 0, but you need 1 in the given section, 1 in the made section, 5, certain numbers, you can see how to move up. Okay, so each of you probably need just small numbers over the course of this week to move up from newbie to junior networker. And even if you're already in a higher level, it will always show you what your next steps are. Okay. Has everyone put theirs in there? Give you a couple seconds. I think most of you have. Okay, yes, I can show you one more time. All right, so when you are in LinkedIn, again, the Chrome extension is here to the right, just off to the side. When you click and open it, if you're not already on the dashboard, you could click on the house to get to the dashboard screen. But it can confirm that you're on the dashboard. Under the Trustometer here, these are the 5 bits of data that I'm asking you to copy and paste into the chat so that we all know where we are starting from today.
Before you leave that page,
Mhm.
at the very bottom where it says trusted connections added 424/100, why would the first number be more?
Because that's how many I have added so far, and I
Mhm.
needed 100 to move up the levels of the Trustometer.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so that matches actually this top number here, whoops, under my trusted connections section. Okay, so yeah, again, I've used this for a year and a half or so, and so that's why I have a higher number. So great question, and again, please unmute and ask questions if you have it, because I'd love to make sure that you're all with me and understanding as we go. Okay, are there any other questions before I move forward?
Hey Jane, this is Connie. I wasn't able to get on at all to the extension. I mean, I went in, I found it, I downloaded it, but I haven't been able to connect it to LinkedIn.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so first of all, thank you, Connie. For when you are on, for the sake of the 5-day referral challenge, definitely, I'm hoping that you are all on a desktop, laptop, something big and easy to see, in which case, as soon as you install it, if you can all see at the top right of my screen here, is this puzzle piece icon. Can you see at the very top right of my screen, there's this puzzle piece icon. That's where the extensions are on your computer. Okay, again, I'm not a computer engineer, but any and all extensions are on your own computer based on whatever you've put on your own computer. This is mine. Okay, these are my extensions. But if I go down to the Selling on the Spot Marketplace Chrome extension, this confirms I have it, and you can also pin it. Okay, if any of you are less familiar with pinning, and you just click on this, and it pins the Chrome extension to your screen. So right beside that puzzle piece icon here on the top right of my screen is the Chrome extension.
Just too much noise for my head. Oops, sorry. I meant to put myself on mute. I'm just talking to my family. We're making way too much
I
noise.
appreciate that. If it's new, this is a lot that's new. I understand.
No, that wasn't for you. That was for my family in the background making too much noise.
All good. Okay. No worries. Thank you for that. Yeah, so please mute it then. But just please know that for each of you, and Connie, if we need to troubleshoot it later, then we definitely can. But if you've installed it,
No, I'll just keep following. Go ahead.
yeah, okay, then it should be there. You could pin it. You could then each have it on your computer screen. And therefore, when you open Chrome, so make sure, Connie, that you're opening Chrome, not Firefox, not.
Yeah, no, I'm in Chrome.
Okay, in which case it should absolutely be there. So another thought is you might need to just refresh your computer, like turn it off, restart it, restart everything. Because if you've installed it, if it shows it's there installed on your computer, then as soon as you open up Chrome, the icon should
It should be
absolutely be
there.
there. Worst case scenario for all of you, if you ever need to, know this is a huge point. If you never ever want to uninstall it and reinstall it, it saves all your data. You never, ever, ever lose any data. The reason it's good to know that is because also when they add some new features, sometimes they tell you uninstall, reinstall. Don't worry, you don't lose anything. I would never tell you to uninstall something if we had to risk that. So there's no risk whatsoever. Okay, yes, Jacqueline. Now, please unmute. Please unmute. All right, sorry, you're muted still. Are you able to unmute yourself or put your question in the chat? We can't hear you, Jacqueline, so. Okay. You might have a lot of screens open, so you need to navigate back to your Zoom screen and then bottom left to unmute yourself. Okay. When in doubt, put things in the chat and we're gonna work through this week, I promise you all. Okay.
Can I ask just a quick question? Will you be showing us how to make a golden recommendation, for example, or to make an
Yep, over
introduction?
the course of the week,
Yeah.
we're learning.
Yeah, yeah.
We're learning all of this. Today
Okay,
is,
great.
is to be adding trusted connections, which we're about to do. I just wanted to make sure if there were any questions. Jacqueline, go ahead.
Okay. So when I open it, when I click on the right hand side,
Yes.
and then there's an orange thing that comes up and saying selling on the spot. Welcome.
Mhm.
And then to start building your thing, and then is it you?
Yep. So approve it. So yep. Click on whatever it's
Yeah,
asking you to do.
and then it says, yes, go to my profile.
Okay, good.
Go to my profile?
Yep, absolutely. Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm in my profile, and then is this you? And then it says, click to open, click and hold to move up. Okay, when there's those two things, get deeper insights into your personality.
Yeah, we're
And the other one,
gonna cover all of that. Are you able to just at least open the Chrome extension so it opens the way I showed and you see the dashboard and then close it again?
no, I don't see that at all. I see my profile and
But you see the Chrome extension off to the side? You said well, you
yeah.
opened it. What you just read was
And then it says, is it you still?
okay, so can you click on it again, please? Not too
Okay,
sure why it's
so can I
asking it
do?
twice. Everybody else, do you have your Chrome extension? You got in your dashboard, you're opening and closing. I know most of you, but I haven't double checked if all of you put your information in the chat. So this is the time to ask questions like Jack is.
I can't get it.
Okay, so Jacqueline, I'll work with you. Perhaps at the end
Welcome,
of the call.
Jacqueline. And then those two things on the bottom. And when I click, it goes back to my
Jane,
I
Yes.
don't see my numbers.
this is Connie. I'm on an iPad. Is that the problem?
It shouldn't be, but perhaps. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely recommend a regular computer or laptop. And that's how I work, so that's why I know the best.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Jacqueline, so I'll still help you after the call to figure out what you're doing. I just want to move forward for today if I can, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, no problem. All right. So, okay, I'm going to go into today's lesson so that you all see what we want to work on today. So now I'm going to close the Chrome extension. If you're seeing my screen, I closed it. It's off to the right here, so you can see it at all times. You can hover over it at all times, that sort of thing. Remember from my profile page, I had clicked on my 500 plus connections. This was the screen I took us all to, where you could see that I have 3,068 connections. okay? The Chrome extension is working for you at all times within LinkedIn. So I'm on my LinkedIn screen, right? My Chrome extension is closed to the side. I'm on my LinkedIn screen now, looking at my 3,000 connections. And when I scroll down, I can see this icon here, which again has the Selling on the Spot logo on it. And you can see as soon as I hover over it, it says in this example, I can add Donna Davis as a trusted connection. Okay, I can add any of these people as a trusted connection if I am ready to. Okay, I want to jump back to be so incredibly clear about this. Okay, so remember how this full Chrome extension was created to first of all work with human to human relationships and to build on them. Okay, so if somebody is already a LinkedIn connection, at the beginning of this call, I asked you if you weren't connected with me yet to connect with me on LinkedIn. That makes us first degree connections. Everybody with me on that? That's kind of like LinkedIn 101, right? You want to be connected. A trusted connection, which is what we're about to do, is a next step. So a trusted connection is somebody you know, not just you know them that they're human. It's going a whole other level. Maybe you've already met with them 30 minutes, 15 minutes, something on a Zoom meeting that you would actually say, I trust them. They're a human and I've met with them. I know a little bit about them. It's not necessarily you will 100% refer them, but you have your own kind of interpretation of you trust them enough. Okay, Arba, do you have a question about that?
Yes. What I noticed is that when I just go to my connections, it looked just like yours. It showed all of the selling on the spot that I could add. Now, I know Leo, who's on this call, and we're already connected. So instead of trying to scroll down, I did a search, and then it doesn't show up next to his name. Is that a
Correct.
bug?
You're kind of jumping ahead.
Okay. No problem. I do that. No problem.
Great question. Short on time to answer that one. I promise over the course of the week, we'll pretty much cover everything. Great question, though. But for the sake of simplicity, being day one, and this might be a lot for a lot of people, I just want to keep it simple and share the one screen today, because this is the easiest, fastest way to add many trusted connections in a sitting. Okay, so especially if you're taking notes, the homework is going to be to add at least 10. Okay, so again, please be clear. We're not if you guys are complete strangers with each other here, you are not adding each other as a trusted connection yet.
Quick question though.
Yes.
So if I am looking at my connections and it has that on there, does that mean that that person already has the extension?
Great question, but no.
Oh,
Not necessarily. Great question, but no, not necessarily. Okay. But yeah, again, you'll understand this far more each day as we go. So for simplicity on this screen, again, this was from my 3,000 connections screen. At this point, I'm choosing not to search by name. I'm not adding any filters. This is just what came up as most recently added. Okay. In which case, some of you are here in front of me. I don't know you all yet. I can't say that we are trusted connections yet. Okay, so remember my criteria as you're going to be adding people you might have had in your LinkedIn for weeks, months, years. Maybe they're a client of yours. Maybe you're a client of theirs. Okay, so have your own kind of decision on how you want to decide who is you would trust enough to verify. Okay, so this is a recent friend of mine. I'm going to use him as an example. So again, when I hover over the red icon that comes up, it says that I can add him as a trusted connection. And again, don't be scared to click on things. That's what we're going to be working on all week. So it says that I can add him as a trusted connection. A trusted connection is someone you have met either virtually or in person, while you don't necessarily have to entrust them with the lives of your children. Okay, this is Scott Condell being funny. It's essential to be acquainted well enough to confidently introduce them to others in your network. Okay, everybody understand then what a trusted connection is. Tim and I are in the same program together. We're about to meet each other this week on the Marketers Cruise. But we've already had a one-on-one together. So to me, I feel comfortable adding him to my trusted connections. So it says, are you sure this person is trusted connection? And now it gives you the opportunity to tag them. Okay, all I've done so far is clicked here, and it brings up some tags that have already been populated by the company, but also know that you can add your own. For simplicity, again, stay with me for today. Let's keep it simple. Business networking is one of the tags that automatically is populated. And when you're adding somebody as a trusted connection, you can only add one tag. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to add multiple tags, but today we can only add one tag from this screen. So I'm going to click on business networking. That is how I met him. If I wanted to add notes, I can. I'm choosing not to at this time, and it always asks you to verify before you move forward in any case. So in this case, it says, yes, I trust this person. I'm going to click on it, and then we're going to see what happens on the next screen.
Jane, I didn't get a chance to see how you got to that page. So can you add someone else as well, just so I can see like the very
Sure. Yeah, it was the
first
red
step?
icon that was beside his name to the right. Okay, but I'll come back to that in a moment. So it now confirmed that I've added him. It says, well done, they're in. See all your trusted connections in the search tab. Okay, so I can click on okay, great. And look what it does. It automatically populates an outgoing message to him that says, I have added you as a trusted connection in my Chrome extension selling on the spot global nexus because I value our business relationship and friendship too. This is a group of people I actually know and trust here, not bots, spammers, or strangers. I'd love to help you grow your trusted connections. Here is the Chrome extension for free, which is the same one that you all installed. And if you would like, I can help you learn it. Now, obviously, I can help you learn it. You guys can't necessarily help people learn it. Don't worry about that. Just know that you can edit this message, but that we've given you an outgoing message so you don't have to create something. Okay, and then I click send, and this is a real message in LinkedIn that has now gone to him. Okay, which is a great conversation starter because he might say, hey, what is that? Why did you send me that? Why did you add me? Or thank you for adding me. I'd like to know more, that sort of thing. So Santu, when we were on this screen, it was these icons that we are using right now. Okay, so all I had done was clicked on it to add him, and that took us on the other screen that you just saw.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to my LinkedIn and check that that I've got that icon or any icon besides someone's
Yep,
name.
absolutely. When you're all on, does anyone else, have you all navigated to that page where you can see all your connections and you all see that red circle? Okay, so you see how easy it is? You just click on it, follow the steps. And in the tagging, I suggest one simple tag for today, as simple as the business networking one that I use as an example. Okay, are there any questions around that?
Yeah, I'm still struggling to get to.
Are you on your screen where the connections are?
Okay, so I'm in my LinkedIn. I see all my connections.
You clicked on the 500 plus or whatever that number was.
Okay, now I see some. Yeah, I see the icons. Okay, I'm good.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay,
Yeah, I'm good.
awesome. And I'm reading the chat. At least and I get to meet in person. Yay! I love that. Some of us are going on the marketers cruise this weekend. Awesome. Okay, so if you're all on your own screen, please do one. Please add somebody. Scroll down on your page, find somebody to add as a trusted connection so that you're doing one in real time.
Can I ask, does that list, that tagging list, does it end with the word family, or is there more? Because I can't seem to scroll down to see any more options.
There should be like 8 or so in there. And tomorrow we'll learn how to create your own tags.
Do you know how to expand that option? Because I only see 6 options.
It might be 6. I can peek at it. Well, I mean, I've created some, so it's hard for me to tell. Unless you have it open, if you could tell us. I think there's more than that. It's like work colleague, former work colleague, business networking, friend, close friend, family friend. I think client, past client, that sort of thing should be in that list for all of you.
But you can't see a way to expand that if it's only showing
You
part of
can
it.
You
you
can
can
scroll down.
scroll.
Yeah, scroll down.
I'm scrolling and I see past family. After family is family friend, client, past client, supplier, referral,
Okay.
golden recommendation.
I figured out how to scroll down with the arrow, downward arrow.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, good. And there's golden recognition. Okay, great.
There you go.
Okay, great.
Okay. Thank you guys. Awesome. Okay. So is everybody doing at least one right now?
Yeah.
Good, good. Okay. Go ahead and do a second one if you're quick.
Are you able to put that, are you able to copy the note that auto-populates and put it in the chat?
Oh, okay. Did you not get the outgoing message? Is that what you mean?
Yes, the outgoing message. That's what I mean.
Did you not receive it? Or did it not pop up for any of you?
It took a few seconds for it to show up on mine,
Okay. But it worked for everybody?
but I do have a question.
Sure. Okay. And in the meantime, I will put it in the chat so that you do have the outgoing message. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
I don't want to use the email that's currently associated with my LinkedIn profile. I'd like to update that. Should I do that first before I go and make the connections?
Sure. As far as I know, it shouldn't matter when you change it, but yeah, it would make sense to change it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
And,
Again, this is a great time to refresh or kind of peek at everybody's own LinkedIn page, like especially if you haven't updated it in months or years. Even the basics.
I happen to notice that the outgoing message, it's not really, and I don't mean to be too technical, but I know you'll understand, Jane. It's not using a tag. It's saying, hi, F name.
Oh, mine worked. Mine totally worked.
Mine is
Added
saying,
his name.
yeah, mine is not adding the name. It says, hi, F name.
That is bizarre. Did anyone else get that?
So scroll down
Oh
yours.
yeah, you could see it added his name. It added the formatting. Remember when it first popped up, it just looked like a whole lot of copy, but it added the formatting and everything.
Yeah. No, mine just says hi,
Okay,
F
yours
name.
has a weird glitch, and we're gonna figure that out for you. All right, but if you guys are looking at my screen, like the formatting is nice, the link is highlighted, that sort of thing.
I wonder is it after I hit send, but I don't want to hit send.
Well, okay, so please know that this is for all of you, that this is just a regular message. You can edit it at any time.
Right.
Just
I'm gonna
so
edit
before you
it.
press send, yes, add their first name, please. Right? And for each of you, because again, remember, we chose to pre-populate this, in which case it ends with, if you like, I will help you learn how best to use it. You'll get so many introductions from it. You can customize that for yourself, right? You might say, join Jane's 5-day referral challenge, that sort of thing. We would love that.
And
You
hopefully
give
I'm not
referral
jumping
credit. Pardon me?
hopefully I'm not jumping ahead again, but is there some place that message is stored so that I don't have to edit it every time if I want to have a certain template go out?
The only template is the one that we put in there.
And it's not editable
No, it's completely editable, but you'd have to edit each time that you're
one by
sending it.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, because they've given us as the white label owner the opportunity to put one
Use
in
a
there,
text.
but not one for each user. Right?
Use a text expander.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great question, but yeah, that would be huge to be able to edit that for everybody. We're really short on time here, but I want to make sure everybody's following so far how far we've gotten, right? The main point today was the overview, and then to be able to add trusted connections, give them a tag, and the homework today will be to add at least 10 people. Now, quick note, quick, make sure you hear me on this. LinkedIn, like pretty much any website, wants to make sure that you are not a bot, that you are not spamming people. So please do not do more than about 10 in a sitting. Okay, so you saw how easy it was. You click on that link, you follow a couple of clicks. It's maybe a minute maximum based on however fast your internet is working. So you really could do 10 in 10 minutes. But LinkedIn, if you start doing, 15, 20, 30 in a sitting, they're going to think you are a computer. And then you're going to go into LinkedIn jail, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you hear me. Don't do more than about 10 in a sitting. I've done 10 in a sitting many times with no problems. If I wanted to add 20 people that day, for example, I just come back a few hours later, do another 10. Okay, just please do not do more than 10 in a sitting. Another huge point, please do not have more than one LinkedIn screen open. So if it's now opened a second one and a third one and a fourth one, shut them down. Only have one screen open. Okay, these are just kind of tech tips to not get in trouble. Okay. Stacey Ann said she didn't see the auto-generated message at this time. I had seen it earlier when I had added trusted connections. Did anyone else have that issue? Not yet. Okay, Stacey Ann, thank you for letting me know that. If you could grab the copy from the chat, because I did put it in the chat, and this might be a good time for all of you to copy it and maybe save it in a doc, that sort of thing, especially if you do want to edit it and have your own template that goes out each time. And again, there are sometimes glitches in the system. This is another tech thing. Anytime LinkedIn makes changes, which is, of course, is regular, it always affects the Chrome extension. So the Chrome extension engineers then have to scramble and fix everything. So sometimes we are going to find glitches here in real time of things that aren't completely perfect, but when in doubt, bring them to my attention so I can let the company know so that they can fix it. Okay. So if you got, go ahead.
For what you put in the chat, hi Tevier, and that template that you put in the chat, that link that's in there, with the gobbledygook in this in the is that to selling on this? Is that to selling on
That's
this?
to install the global Nexus, yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Because that's the long Google Chrome version of the link. And that's how it works best. So even though it's an ugly link, that's the one we use. All right. So for today, like I said, this was an overview plus asking you to add at least 10 people as trusted connections so that you're starting to learn, you're starting to implement. Tomorrow, I promise we're going to learn more, lots more. Is everybody here able to be here for all 5 days? Most days? How many days? Okay. So please commit to yourself. Okay. Thank you. Please commit to yourselves if you're not here to watch the recording. Even if you miss a day, even if you don't have the time to watch the recording, please come back. Please come back. Okay. And know that you will have each of the recordings each night. And then the set of all 5, we also send out an extra time afterwards so that you can review them. Okay.
I have another quick question.
Yes,
With
go
the
ahead.
1 minute that's left. If we if we connect with people and say, hey, you're one of my most trusted friends and all that, but they don't want to or don't click on and get their own Chrome extension, for whatever reason they don't want it. How does that work if they don't have it? If they don't have the Chrome extension of my most trusted?
Yeah, there's going to be limitations as what you can do, which is why we put it in the outgoing message, because we're hoping they choose to install it. And as you all saw, whenever you installed it the first time, not only did we start sending you messages, but the parent company has automated outgoing messages to you to encourage you all to use it. So if they install it at all, they will get some emails that will encourage them to how to learn it and why to learn it. But yes, there are limitations. If they are like, hey, I refuse to install it, oh, well, then move on to the next person.
Yeah, and they can't recommend me, can they, unless they install the app? So
kind of a yes and no. And again, we'll learn that over the course of the rest of the week on what you can and can't do. If somebody, because remember, for all of you, remember, The best case scenario is you are a first degree connection, first of all, with somebody. I mean, you can't do other things with them unless you're a first degree connection. But on top of that, yes, there are more things that you can do with the Chrome extension. Yes, Arba. Last question, and then we'll have to for today.
Okay, so Leo did add me, or I know he said we were chatting in another way. Am I supposed to see something in selling on the spot dashboard that he requested me or something, or
As a trusted connection?
I don't know. Leo, can you unmute? And what did you do?
Yeah. I clicked on the button next to your picture. I did Control F to find you. I didn't search using it, so you must have been on the first page of connections. And I just clicked on the button there, and it said, just like she explained, I put you as a business networking person that I trust. Hit go. It then opened up the message feature in LinkedIn, where that pre-populated message was. And your name was in there. I didn't have to add it. There wasn't any F name in there. And I deleted that because you'd seen it already. And I just put a message in there and said, I found you, and I clicked send. So I've done everything.
Right, but I don't see him on my side.
Notice. Yeah, you didn't get a notice.
I didn't get a notice. I don't.
Okay, so thank you for that, Leo. So yeah, Leo, did you just say that then you removed the outgoing email or message
that would have gone in the LinkedIn message?
Yeah, so
feature.
normally Arba, you would have received the message, but he chose not to send it.
Well, he said he edited it. He still sent it, but he just edited it.
Well, no, I completely deleted it all.
Oh,
because you'd seen the message, and I just wanted to tell you, hey, it filled in your first name. So I thought there would be some sort of automated thing within the thing to say,
right.
Leo has requested a connection.
Yeah, so I didn't get a.
So yes, so to answer it is, yeah, you're not necessarily going to see who's added you as a trusted connection, but again, I promise tomorrow you're going to understand this much better.
Okay. So he added me, but
Yes.
I don't see, and I don't receive something saying that he added
Well,
me.
you normally would have received that outgoing message if it happened normally.
Gotcha. But nothing
This
in
is
my
how we
dash.
learn is when everybody chooses to do things a little differently.
Right. But nothing necessarily in my dash.
No.
Okay.
He will see that you are a trusted connection.
I
It's
see
added
it.
to
I
his
see it in my
account,
list of connections.
but you won't see it on the other end. Great question.
So somebody can add a person as their trusted connection, but that person doesn't know that they're a trusted connection.
Correct. And there's many advantages to adding people as trusted connections. That's why I've already gotten up to 400 on mine. And again, I promise you'll all understand more. So I look forward to seeing you on day 2. All right. Thank you all for being here. And the recording will be sent out this evening.
And you'll look into my upgrade.
Yes, I will for sure. Okay. Thank you all and see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.